Why most Filipinos stay poor even while working hard. You know what's heartbreaking? Some Filipinos wake up at 4 a.m., fight traffic for hours, work exhausting jobs, sacrifice time with family, send money to relatives, work abroad for years, and still remain financially trapped. That's painful, because many of these people are not lazy. They are hardworking, responsible, sacrificial, strong. And yet, after decades of hard work, many still end up drowning in debt, living paycheck to paycheck, financially dependent, emotionally exhausted, afraid of emergencies, unable to retire peacefully. And the painful question becomes, how can someone work this hard and still struggle this much? Now listen carefully. This is not about insulting poor people. This is not about arrogance. This is about truth. Because if we do not understand the real problem, the cycle will continue for another generation. And today, Lolo Melvyn will tell you something many people are too afraid to say. Hard work alone is not enough. And that's the tragedy. 1. Many Filipinos were taught how to survive, but not how to build wealth. From childhood, what were many of us taught? Mag-aral ka mabuti. Humanap ka ng stable work. Mag-trabaho ka ng mabuti. T is in mo na lang. So people became experts at survival, but not experts at financial growth. Nobody taught investing, budgeting, assets, compounding, business systems, wealth building, financial psychology. So what happens? People earn money, but never learn how to multiply it. And slowly, their entire life becomes one endless cycle of work, pay bills, repeat, work, pay utang, repeat, work, survive, repeat. And one day they realize, I've been working for decades, but I'm still financially fragile. That's painful, because survival without strategy becomes lifelong exhaustion. 2. Filipino utang culture is destroying many families. Now this one is sensitive, but we need to talk about it. Many Filipinos normalize debt too much. Utang for gadgets. Utang for celebrations. Utang for appearances. Utang for lifestyle. Utang to impress people. And slowly, debt becomes a permanent resident in the household. Listen carefully. Debt is dangerous when it becomes emotional. Some people borrow money not because of necessity, but because of pressure. Pressure to look successful. Pressure to keep up. Pressure to avoid shame. So people buy things they cannot afford to impress people who are also struggling. That's the modern tragedy. And social media made this worse. People now feel poor not because they lack needs, but because they compare themselves constantly. Comparison creates artificial poverty. Suddenly, your phone feels outdated. Your life feels behind. Your income feels small. Your home feels embarrassing. Why? Because social media trained people to measure worth through appearance. And many families are suffering financially trying to maintain an image. 3. Many Filipinos are emotionally spending. This one is deep. Some people are not poor because they lack income. Some people are poor because they spend emotionally. Deserve koto. After stress, shopping. After heartbreak, shopping. After payday, shopping. After feeling insecure, shopping. And slowly, temporary emotional relief becomes long-term financial pain. Now listen carefully. Money problems are often emotional problems wearing financial clothes. Some people spend because they grew up deprived. They want validation. They want acceptance. They want to feel important. They are healing pain through consumption. But healing cannot be purchased. No gadget can heal insecurity. No luxury can heal emptiness. No branded item can repair broken identity. Only wisdom and healing can do that. 4. Many people have a worker mindset, but not an owner mindset. Now this is important. A worker asks, "How much will I earn this month?" An owner asks, "How do I build something that grows beyond my time?" Big difference. Many Filipinos only think about active income, meaning, if they stop working, money stops too. That creates permanent pressure. Now listen carefully. There is dignity in honest work. But if your entire financial system depends only on physical labor forever, eventually exhaustion will catch up with you. That's why people must eventually learn skills, investing, systems, business thinking, multiple income streams. Because one income source in today's world is dangerous, especially when inflation keeps rising. 5. Many Filipinos are afraid to learn new skills. This one hurts. Some people stop growing after graduation. No new learning, no upgrading, no improvement. Same mindset for 20 years. And then they wonder why life stays the same. Listen carefully. The modern economy rewards adaptability. Technology is changing everything. AI is changing everything. Business is changing. Marketing is changing. Communication is changing. And people who refuse to learn will slowly become economically vulnerable. Growth is uncomfortable, but poverty is also uncomfortable. Choose your hard. 6. Many Filipinos are surrounded by broke thinking. Environment matters. This is dangerous. If everybody around you normalizes debt, hates discipline, laughs at ambition, discourages growth, fears change, you will slowly absorb that mentality. Because humans adapt to their environment. And broke thinking sounds like this. Okay na yan. Minsan lang naman. Bahala na.
Hindi mo madadala sa hukay.
Masama maging ambitious. No, that mindset destroys futures. Because wealth is not built through random emotions. It is built through intentional decisions repeated for years. Daily habits become financial destiny. 7. Many Filipinos prioritize image over peace. This is becoming a national epidemic. People now want to look rich, more than be rich. Luxury lifestyle, travel photos, coffee shop culture, expensive phones, online flexing. But behind the scenes, stress, debt, anxiety, financial panic. And the saddest part? Many people are financially drowning quietly while performing happiness publicly. Listen carefully. Real wealth is often quiet. Real peace rarely needs validation. Real stability looks boring sometimes. But social media trained people to worship visibility. That's dangerous. Because some people sacrifice their future for temporary attention. 8. Many Filipinos never heal their trauma. Now this one is very deep. Some financial struggles are rooted in emotional wounds. People who grew up poor sometimes develop the scarcity mindset, fear of losing money, fear of success, self-sabotage, impulsive spending, emotional dependency. Trauma affects financial behavior. A wounded mind makes wounded decisions. That's why healing matters. Because if your emotional life is broken, money alone will not save you. You can increase income, but still destroy your future through emotional instability. Some people need financial literacy, but some people also need emotional healing. 9. Many people wait for miracles, but refuse discipline. Now listen carefully. Prayer matters, faith matters, God matters, but discipline also matters. Some people pray for financial breakthrough while continuing destructive habits, overspending, no budgeting, no saving, no learning, no planning, no growth, and then they wonder why nothing changes. Faith without responsibility becomes passivity. God gives wisdom, but people must apply it. God gives opportunities, but people must move. Miracles do not replace discipline. 10. Many Filipinos think short-term. This is one of the biggest hidden problems. People focus only on today's cravings, today's emotions, today's comfort. But wealth requires long-term thinking. Every peso is a seed, and every seed wasted today cannot grow tomorrow. Wealth is slow, discipline is slow, transformation is slow, but destruction is also slow. That's why many people don't notice danger immediately. Bad habits look harmless at first, until years pass, and suddenly, life becomes heavy. So what should Filipinos do now? Start simple, very simple. Learn financial literacy, track your expenses, avoid unnecessary debt, stop spending emotionally, build multiple income streams, learn high-value skills, read books, protect your peace, choose your environment carefully, think long-term, and most importantly, stop believing that hard work alone automatically creates wealth. Because without wisdom, hard work can become lifelong survival instead of transformation. Final real talk. Most Filipinos are not poor because they are lazy. Many are poor because they were never taught financial wisdom. They inherited survival mentality. They normalized debt. They spend emotionally. They lack long-term thinking. They are trapped in destructive environments. They confuse image with success. And that cycle silently repeats across generations. But listen carefully. Cycles can be broken. A different future is possible. One disciplined decision at a time. One wiser habit at a time. One healed mindset at a time. One financially intelligent choice at a time. You do not need to become rich overnight, but you must stop living unconsciously, because poverty is not always about lack of money. Sometimes, it is the result of unhealed pain, undisciplined habits, financial ignorance, and daily decisions repeated for years. This is Lolo Melvyn Real Talk, and sometimes, the truth people avoid the most is the same truth that can finally change their lives.